HEB family, how's it going? Welcome to Hold the Ball. Hope you guys are well. Thanks again for being here. Look, this is going to be a Warriors chat for you guys. Yes, I know you guys love the little snippets, but in saying that, before I get into it, hit the intro. Yes, guys, here it is. 3 videos in one. That's right, it's a bit of a special. We're going to be talking about Volkman signing briefly, the Reece Walsh, statement made today, as well as Ash Taylor's retirement. So, yeah, we'll get into it. So, Ronald Volkman is signed with the Warriors, right, for 3 years, which is good for us. Now, you're probably wondering, why did the Roosters let him go? I believe the story is that he wanted some game time. It couldn't happen. Heading into the Roosters' future, he probably doesn't fit in there, but he is a New South Wales Roosters player junior, which again for us is good. Now, my understanding is that he does have some connection to New Zealand, but as to the depth of it, I'm not too sure. But again, for him, it's a new opportunity. It's a new lease to further his career. So it's a positive, right, in that sense. Now, what happens to the players for next season, I'm not too sure. You got the likes of Shanaris Tavita, Cody Nikorima. Now, whether they stay or go, I'm not too sure. But again, with that signing there, you're going to presume that there's going to be some sort of movement, right? Dejan Asi is obviously in the squad too. So again, what happens there? And again, the future will, Sean Johnson, I suppose he becomes sort of like that mentor for the young up and coming next season too, which is good in that sense. But yeah, with Volkman, he adds much stability in that sense that, we know what's happening in the future. Somebody you can work around too as a player, as a half, as an up and coming half too. Again, when you sign someone like him, you're just hedging your bets that he will give you the work rate and the style, much like, I'm not comparing him to, but obviously much like a Jerome Hughes in that sense, that he'll just come into his own, much like a Dylan Brown, much like a Sean Johnson, right? So again, that's what you're hedging your bets on. And again, coming from the Roosters club, there's that foundation there. He knows what it's like to be around the winners, champions. Unfortunately for him, he was just behind 2 very good players in Walker as well as Keary. But in saying that, look, I'm sure he can make it his own heading into the Warriors, but it's a good signing for us, especially as we head into next year. But like I said, regarding some players that we may or may not let go, that remains to be seen. Reece Walsh came out today and he spoke about his thoughts regarding, the Aussie media and what's been happening. Right, you've got Reece Walsh there playing for the Warriors, and the Aussie media just saying, well, you know what, we don't care. We're going to say you're signing with this club here. We're going to say we're signing there, and everywhere. And Reece Walsh came out and said today, look, enough's enough. I'm committed to the Warriors for next year. I thought that was the case too. Now, the understanding is that there is a play option in his favor, right, for 2024. Now, for us, we look at it, we just need to enjoy the fact that he's with us. Now, obviously, the Warriors will deal with it in due time. I'm sure Cameron George and the boys will hit that, directly when it's there. But for the meantime, Reece Walsh is here with us, and he's going to be with us next year, right? And obviously, with the play option, it will sort itself out. But in saying that, it's good news. It buries all the rumors and all the silly stuff there. We can now concentrate on Reece Walsh being here and being with us next season. Like I said, the rest will sort itself out. What are your thoughts on it, though? I think it's good. It's positive. There are some people there who don't like Reece Walsh, and that's okay. There's a lot there who do love him, like I do, and I like him being part of the squad, and obviously want to hope and pray that he stays with us long term. And I think that's where we are heading. Now, in saying that, though, it's good that he's committed to us, because it means that, as he talked about, there's that maturity in the sense that he gets to, experience New Zealand life. It's different to what he's used to, I'm sure. But again, having connections to New Zealand through his mother, being Māori himself, I'm sure it will, won't be something too hard to get used to. But again, for me, I just want him to experience playing in Mount Smart. I think it'll be a very emotional moment for him, when he realizes, the fans there in New Zealand who are going to be backing him, and not just him. I'm talking about all the Australian players too. But again, it's going to be a good moment there for him to experience. So again, it's positive that he came out and he said that. For us, it bodes well. We're not going to worry too much about what happens after that. We're just going to worry about now, the experiences, and take it for what it is and just enjoy it. So for the meantime, it's good. I'm happy as. So yeah, it's good. Reece Walsh is committed. Pretty happy about it. Tell me your thoughts. Last but not least, yes, Ash Taylor has retired officially as of today. Now, I'm not going to necessarily talk about his past per se, with the Titans. I think it's more so how he came into our system, right, playing for us. Now, obviously, with Ash Taylor, we know his decorated history, but the point that I want to sort of emphasize is how the Warriors gave him, quote unquote, a lifeline, and how he would have felt, right? And I get it, because a lot of people weren't happy about it in that sense that it's Ash Taylor, he probably won't give you much. But what I want to talk about though is the fact that the Warriors gave him that lifeline and he took it, and how he would have felt. He would have felt very, very good. I'm sure he would have. You can imagine, being down and out of your luck, once being up there in the mountaintop, to suddenly, unfortunately, being nowhere. And for someone like Ash Taylor, the Warriors signing him would have meant so much, right? Again, it showed himself that he could have done things, and he did. It's the reason why we signed him. And I'm just very happy that he played, right? Again, I just want to thank Ash Taylor too, from a personal point of just, he gave it a good shot. He wore the Warriors jersey, right? He wore the Warriors jersey and he gave it his best, but unfortunately the hip just wasn't there for him. And that's just the way it goes. It's cruel, but we've got to understand that unfortunately some players do succumb to these things. It is what it is. Rugby league is a physical game, and not everyone, unfortunately, not everyone's body can adjust to it, whether it be genetic or whether it be due to injury sustained, and that's just the reality. But look, the news is there. It is what it is. But give me your thoughts on Ash Taylor anyway. And look, obviously in this time here, it's unfortunate, but hats off to him anyway. And thanks again for playing for the Warriors, albeit short. But hey, the Ash Taylor propaganda was going hot and spicy on this channel. But again, thank you again, Ash Taylor. Honestly, personally, for giving it a go, bro, for sure. But I'm definitely happy that you did play for the Warriors even once. Can't complain there. But look, in saying that, all the best heading into the future. But yes, as it stands, it is what it is. Ash Taylor's retired. All the best in your future. But again, thank you for playing for the Warriors. And I'm sure, whatever happens from there will happen. But again, thank you. And again, guys, give me your thoughts on the news that I've just spoke about. Volkman, Reece Walsh, as well as Ash Taylor. Give me your thoughts on it. Again, this is just a brief thing, but I'm trying to, just throw it there for you guys to think about. But in saying that, take it easy. See you guys next time. And just remember, have fun and hold the ball. Take it easy. Peace out.